presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine de Vries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
The Order of the Ascendant awaits us on Golden Ridge, Commander.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the Astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent de Vries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the Astrogator to allow the Incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining Zeranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources.
was great. This one was for Niles, right? It was great meeting you, Niles. You're right. An agent's life is a busy one, and there's little time for meeting with citizens to say farewell in person. But we are happy to be of service. As for your question, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't become an agent if you put your mind to it. It only requires hard work and a dedication to the greater good. I have no doubt that you have what it takes to be one of the best and the brightest, Niles. Good luck to you. And look me up if, or should I say when, you become an agent.
My system still ain't gotten the memo we're clear of the relay. I'm itching to keep running. We're damn lucky we got out in time, Commander. Real glad you found a way to mitigate the destruction. Without the relay looming over all, maybe the island can finally recover. Lon knows it's seen enough as it is. Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry.
Got Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher? Yeah, suppose you're right. They'd have matched wits well enough. Found it, huh? No. You know what? This one's on me. Shouldn't have left a line about... something like that. Truth is, I was getting ready to toss that old thing. Guess I just wanted to listen to it one last time. See if I missed anything other than her waxing about the greater good. I don't know. Some hint of who she really was? Some sign that she could turn into someone who'd betray her own team? Sounds stupid said out loud. You know, I can't really remember what the others sounded like. Helen, Eric, Wade. I've tried recalling their voices, but there's just... nothing. Static. All these years. And the only recording I've managed to preserve is from the one person I'd rather forget. No, burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. It means nothing to me now anyway. Always up for a little backfence talk, though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Can't say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable, and shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day. Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind.
Morning, bud. I know. I set the dogs in.
Second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. It's amazing. Not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, I maybe didn't run it by him. He was out of a big metal barrel behind the bar. It said Auntie's finest Star Wife on it.
That wasn't booze. That was ship wax.
Really?
Ship protection for sale! Don't want to come back to a hole in your fuselage, do you?
I really like to look at the looks of this place. It's like just a bunch of old ads holding this place together. It's kind of cool, kind of like a junkyard, I guess. Sub Rosa. I just discovered Sub Rosa.
Keeping everything above board? Do me a compliment.
Nice day, Shane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lockpick 8. Eesh. I don't have lockpick 8. No.
Mind your own illicit business.
Yeah.
Keep a low profile. We're trying to run a respectable criminal operation here.
Oh. That's the saying.
Don't make eye contact.
Cyst pig hoof. Cyst pig hoof.
Can't chit chat. I got a line on something big at the moment.
ACS Free Market.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious how you've been gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am not a spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate that.
Right. And I'm sure... I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. I'll be watching you. Hope that wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We of the station normally do our best to dissuade partisans from making nuisances of themselves.
Where is it? It's at work. Oh. I thought I grabbed it. Damn. Wah, wah, wah.
Can't stop you. Just don't let her convince you to do anything that might put you at odds with our security forces. All that aside, enjoy your time on the station. Don't get into any trouble.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found. But my earnest questions have been met with suspicion. The ACS Free Market is a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter. Free Market Station was hewed from the ruins and built into the settlement it is today. If some independent preservationist would be willing to assist me in discovering the truth, I certainly would appreciate it. That's great. I can offer you a stipend from my exploratory budget for anything you might converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you. I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip flies about like so many tarot. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station's wreckage. Take a look around. I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
I don't have no blocks. Use your PlayStation. It's a literal fucking block. Yeah. Should. It should. It takes a real small end. Actually, I think it has both sizes. Yeah.
Well,
Welcome to the true flea market, friend.
Oh, I like that mask. That's cool.
Keep an eye out for snitches. Remember, nothing's a crime if you never get caught.
Yeah. Gosh, Freya. Stop it, Freya. No, Freya. No.
If it inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people, I've got it. Hey, you smell gunpowder? Do you want to? Then buy one of my handy firearms. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. I'm glad you asked. Weapon is an all-encompassing term. A rock can be a weapon, or a stick, or a particularly agitated sprat if you have thick enough gloves. But what I sell here, I wouldn't dare lump them in with mere weapons. These are finely tuned instruments of personnel elimination. You have my guarantee. My equipment for annihilating one's foes will never fail on you. Full disclosure, my guarantee is not guaranteed. That's privileged information, friend. If you want it, just jesting. Although if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Perhaps you'd be inclined to take a look at my wares? Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy.
It's good publicity. Shock assault rifle advanced. I guess that.
Doctor here. Get your stitches. You've timed your visit well. I finished sharpening my... If you've wounds that need stitching or teeth that need scrutiny, I'm your doctor. Medicament... If you're here, if you've wounds that need medicament... If you lost it, I'm selling it.
I feel I should address any allegations you may have regarding bloodstains on my inventory. Tell me what you need. Booming now. Used to be a few other armor shops on the station. As it happened, their owners mysteriously vanished. I picked up their inventories real cheap, since they were just taking up station storage. It sure was a convenient windfall for yours truly. Real convenient. Exactly. I wish some other sorts around here who like to cast aspersions were as understanding as you. Can...
Could be a decent build. Okay. I gotta go back to Fairfield. There's something I wanted to check, yes. I asked him not to tell me which one. He said, did you know you could take helmets off scarecrows? And I said, yes. And he said, did you find the legendary helmet on the scarecrow? And I said, no. And I said, is it worth getting? And he said, if you like to steal things, it is very worth getting. So, I do like to steal things.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Yeah, let them simmer in their cells first. Less able bodies muscling in on our contracts.
Just got mine stamped and signed. Officially on the payroll for another 78 days. Including today. But I'm counting.
Auntie's Choice.
I wonder how you know if you're completely invisible or not. Oh my god. It's so hard to see.
How are the informant lines treating you? Good?
You just got a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
It ain't. Can't eat the scraps I shoot with it. Since they keep disintegrating.
Ah. Just download for a replacement?
Blades, bludgeons, bombs, blunderbusses. We've got it all.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good? Not terribly.
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Come to not a weapons.
If you've a tooth pain, you know who to visit.
Protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor today.
Yeah.
Hush.
Bludgeons. Blunderbusses. We got it all, except that last one.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
You realize any other arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am flowing with magnanimity?
Can't say I know what that word means, but if you're inclined to keep threatening me, only thing gonna be flowing is your blood out your body. Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be. It is good that you have not. Some of my brethren are not as patient as I, especially with outsiders. We are the Sovereign's justiciars, tasked with upholding law as we see fit.
And executing anyone who deviates, no matter how slightly they may do so.
That is a gross misrepresentation. Everyone at this station has deviated more than slightly, yet I certainly haven't introduced them to my hammer. If that is so, then justiciars not native to Arcadia must be truly odious. I came to meet with the information broker for, protectorate business, protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. No one within the protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but.
I am hardly bending the rules, as you so put it, as we arbiters may operate however we see fit. I appreciate the observation, however. Hardly expected such from an outsider.
Say whatever you want, but trusting this fella even this close to the broker is a massive risk. You're a damn fool to take him at his word.
You suggest a partnership? An arbiter working closely with a third party is unheard of. But I suppose if I've no choice...
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into. Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker. But we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk.
Okay.
That's between them and Sub Rosa. You in or you out? Great! Take the lap cainted with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao. When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. And certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Another challenger approaches. Prepare to be sent weeping from my curio collection. None have defeated my collections, and none shall. But I do so delight in a competition. Are you prepared to do battle? No one wanders into Fiona F. Walker. If you are here, we are fated to do battle. But I sense your reluctance. Very well. Defeat my collection and I'll grant you the chance to purchase other items from past collections. My curios are myriad, unique, and powerful. I take you for an adventuring sort, and if that's correct, I would be beside myself if I do not possess anything. Cards, my dear, of the tossball and pitchball variety. I must see if your collection bests my own. Sporting! Let us do battle. This is a fine collection of cards. For an amateur, you'll need a sight more to compete with me. I cannot open my wares to any unless their collections rival. Feel free to return once you have bolstered your ranks. But know that you shall still not...
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
Stimulants, medicament. Drugs. Get your drugs here.
This place ain't half bad. I've been to seedier underbellies.
Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. If you became violently ill after eating here, what may this unit rehydrate for you? Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich visited 252 days ago. When last seen, Mr. Wenrich mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those redacted sub rosa redacted a lesson. Nobody extorts Gerald T. Wenrich. All wares were at some point cooked fresh. Error. Road sales grandstanding not found.
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaked? Anyway, need something, Commander?
Garment's here. Come ganderize.
cool.
Think they made the statue big enough?
Down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
It's a pro!
It can't get up here.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden. Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
Wow. This station's sure going to scrap since last I stepped about. Don't think we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
There's one way down.
Folk were hunkered down here. I wonder how long they held out before. Well, best not to think about it.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap. Such threats
Unless you're
compel
bent
me
on
no
exploring,
longer.
best we
I
hoof it
now
over to
answer
Matriarch's
no
mercy
one.
and meet with that
I've
avid
seen
Hassan
through the
mentioned.
lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
Somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son, I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. Thank you.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a frame.
Inventory. I got this combination method.
Refugees, looks like. And after that strike, there'll only be more at the gates.
Another refugee? All right, step forward. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here. I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning Tromachines. Peaceful silence in the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
I swear, it's nigh on impossible to find decent animal remains in these parts.
Algorithmic And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something? Oh, doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Ah, I see you were making a jest and/or attempt at conversation. Anything else? Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging focusing my concentration. The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate. To show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations. I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions. I am sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy has some pretty compelling numbers. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there. We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in refugee satisfaction. But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time. Then back to...
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
Applications not meeting fundamental standards of structural integrity will be summarily dismantled. Politely.
A gentle reminder to all non-order residents of Matriarch's Mercy.
The meaning of life is numeric,
and we are the keepers of the... Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere. Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment. Oh, yes. Though I must admit, some looked quite startled when I spoke on our schism. In retrospect, I may have started to yell in my enthusiasm. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality. I am single-handedly making a difference here, with constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle. Never as many as I would like, perhaps, but my little congregation grows by the hour. Eventually, my unsophisticated layperson friend, the knowledge just seeps right in. Give it a few years and they'll even be asking questions.
Okay, my candle's out. Yeah, that sucks. Oh.
1,068.5 pardons.
but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the... Well, if the archivist said so, as the assigned provisioner, you may not have noticed, but if it was a duly appointed, with the great disruption, if I can help appreciate...
Wait.
Welcome. The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire. We can predict
I am invisible.
Welcome. Have you come to knowledge?
Of reason. You are a necessary part of the plan. Therefore, you need to be part of the Order of the Ascendant. Drop by our predictory today and find out how you can take an active part in your future. Keep put, much is left to come.
By the law, it's you.
To facilitate abstract thinking and
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or patient quarters to separate patients. Sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out. Since you asked, you can run this medicine to horse. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all. You see, the Seers are members of the Order who labor over the universal equation. Even in its unfinished state, the equation gives them the means to... Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me. Strictly speaking, it isn't. Not yet. But the math is very, very, very good at predicting what is probably most likely extremely possible. In theory. Within a margin of error. Anyway, that is the Seer's business. My business is the health and welfare of this camp. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them. My thanks, stranger. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability. Take the datapad, with my thanks. How can I be of service? Since you are...
Anyway, sure.
Welcome back. My supply...
It's determined you're listening to Grand Plan Wireless for transpiring events, philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future. Also, music. No need to squander cogitation on a lengthy preamble for this installment of Ask a Vicar, especially with today's program.
You're right. The universe...
A listener asks, I ain't got time to suss out the difference between the grand plan and the universal equation. Now let's turn to Vicar Meg's side.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a...
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Well, then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct? None of us predict events with complete... The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to... The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself. After years of study, some can predict events. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive. But I am not to speak of that with an outsider. Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalies. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow? Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity. Why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods. I share the engagement is admittedly rather low. But at least, what if my own humble assertions are not enough? True, regrettably, this is me.
I'm trying to spam through, I'm trying to spam through conversations so I can trigger some more perks and faults. I don't know.
Calculating the motion of every particle in the universe. That calculation is a universal equation. Once we solve it, and it's only a matter of time, we will know all that ever was or will ever be. Not only will we predict reality, but control it. We will ascend to godhood.
Stay tuned for what follows.
Rico, get out there.
Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis. But what is the role of chance in that analysis? Let's look at the interpretation of pure chance. If one flips a perfectly balanced coin, it will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really 2 outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome we can determine? Yes. With complete information, there can be no chance, only outcome. Complete information yields perfect predictions, 100% accuracy, known outcomes. Now we come to one of the most difficult concepts in the order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, we do not have complete information. Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded sigma of probability distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate outcomes based on assumed distributions of sample populations. Such a travesty. No, not a travesty, a tragedy. A horror. A horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal. To the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough. Guesses are not enough. Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus. Confirm your hypotheses with Lemma Protein Snacks.
Whether you are in between theorems or in between meals, Lemma has you covered.
From the Order of the Ascendant. A roguish comical remark discovered upon a chalkboard. And his choice and the Protectorate both count very little. The Order of the Ascendant counts the most. And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
When we first met, your eyes pierced mine like an ionic bond. I felt it in my nucleus, your obsession with jewels and thermodynamics set my heart ablaze. It felt so hypothalamic. In our dynamic process, the temperature increased. It never remained constant. It was impossible to decrease. Caught in a catalyst leading to combustion, joined in a synthesis, a flawless combination of this fatal attraction. Did we ever find a perfect calculation? Were we destined to
Sorry guys, my dog's made a mess. Had to go to the bathroom. I've let him out 3 times this morning already. He still had to go. It happens.
Commander, you got a minute to talk? I got some thoughts on this situation with the refugees. The number of folks seeking refuge from the war is, well, it's beyond what I expected. And beyond what the Order is capable of handling, seems like. Andes may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough work for these folk to buy some food.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify.
You sure? The Order seems a whole lot more concerned with dazzling the populace with numbers. It's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying.
See, I don't wanna... Okay, that's a good place.
Commander, you got a minute to talk? The number Andes may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough. I mean, we ain't gonna give up our cots for what could be the enemy. We're doing what we got.
I'm just gonna pick what I want to pick. Not what I think is the best.
Commander, you got a minute? The Andes may not be faring much. It's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep, they ain't gonna manage much better should they win the war. But nothing's ever really free. I went through this myself when Andy's Choice took over Tau Ceti. It took time to secure the merger, but once they did, we folk got the help we needed real quick. And all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now, I ain't seeing any contracts in Matriarch's Mercy. So what is the Order actually gaining by doing this? The thought has crossed my mind, though I reckon we might have seen concrete proof of that. Anyhow, if the Order is in fact helping these folk with no hidden aims, then, well, I'll be the first to admit that there might just be merit in what they're selling. Appreciate you hearing me out. How personal are we talking? Couldn't say. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but my command, when I regained... Look, I knew dismissal was... If nothing else, of course... Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. Right. You didn't... But, suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many... Oh, I can't say I like... I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. But fine by me. Everyone, see, our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate 5 limbs. I'm thankful every day. He almost got my head clean taken off. Ortiz, it was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life.
Visit your local predictory.
I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always. Fine by me? Like ain't they treated me better than my last employers did. What, did you think I was born into it? Take a look. I'm just one of many who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms. Of course. Now, that takeover was the best thing that... Fine by me? Not great. They're good. Said we'd all get burned if we put too much stock in the promises of this foreign corporation. But I'd rather take a risk on them than be resigned to how things were. Our colony was isolated, which meant our Spacer's Choice overlords could do as they saw fit. Everyone lived in squalor, save for select few. Those of us at the bottom only found joy with our families, our friends. But love alone can't get you through the toughest, darkest wind. I miss the sun. Most of them, of course, in Tau Ceti. Last day I saw him, he was gone. So if you're wondering why I still hold a candle for Auntie's choice, after everything, it's because I know had Auntie arrived just 4 months earlier, Vincent might still be. It's been years now since I talked about it. He was a good man. He did fine by me.
And webbed. I hope I get a web launcher gun. Wouldn't that be cool? Birds singing in the dead of night. Hazard a gas mentioned. Where was hazard a gas mentioned? I don't remember. Okay.
That is what I call a stubborn clog in the old pipes. You're gonna have to hold it in, friend. Privy's out of order. Never fear. I'll get that clog moving soon enough. They don't call me the pipe doctor for nothing. You mean you want the pipe doctor to practice real medicine? Why, this is the greatest day of my life. The human gut is the most compact and efficient, but don't get me wrong, it would be an honor. I'm just not sure that I'm ready for that kind of challenge. Well, I do think, always remember, good plumbing starts in the bowels.
Perhaps I should peruse Malkin's Immutable Mathematics again. I've only read it 4 times.
I'm out in the wild and need chargers. I do.
I do not believe you have clearance to be here.
I do.
Perhaps I should peruse Malkin's Immutable Mathematics again. I've only read it 4 times.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Where'd it go? Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh, thought I got a, this is it? Shells in a ring? I did kill that big thing. I knew it.
Unknown personnel approaching. They don't appear to be hostile.
log of Chief Exploitation Behavioralist DeWitt. This is entry number 8 of my scrapper preventative field work. Unfortunately, it seems my heavy metal detritus drops mixed into the adrenatime cancels the intoxicating effects that the scrappers crave. The leader was first to the drops-enhanced injections that I conspicuously left for them. And he ran through all 24 in barely a minute trying to cure the urge. He seized, turning steely gray, and then succumbed to some sort of severe blood poisoning. Though I'm confident it's completely unrelated to my heavy metal detritus drops. Now the rest are in a frenzy, hunting for... Why, hello. Way up. Oh, no. I said, no, please. Please.
Got a distraction for you. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Right on scene. Let's get his heal. Happy to help.
No.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Ain't nothing there. Nobody... I'm the one you need to worry about. On your command.
There you go.
Stop hate recharge. Hey, got a distraction for you. Not getting up without help, Commander.
Was that?
Armed and ready. Don't call for a medic. Titan on the way. Let's get you healed.
What the fuck? What the hell did all these dudes do?
Slow, Command. Worry about.
My aftermarket parts are prime. Happy to help. Discreetly. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
You're almost down to me. This is a place for dudes to come out of. I wonder if this is a vendor. Maybe. Oh yeah.
Sure.
those rounds. I can make pretty much everything else. Oh, I thought that was some kind of elevator that took me up. No, I'm just stuck in this little den now, ain't I? Yeah. Grapple that. Staying against the perimeter. So I can create an outline. Okay. Where? Oh, am I standing in the visual aid? I think so. I was. Okay, big fucking mountain blocking me here. Well, let's go around and hit that building. We're gonna run straight into it. Jesus. Stuck on his own landmine. Okay, is that the structure? Yep.
Since this war began. Can't rightly recall. It's a struggle to keep track with the constant threat of bullets ventilating your brain pan. Had another run-in with those brigands. Caught us unawares while out on patrol. The order was hard enough to contend with. Now we got them too. It's enough to make a man weep. How many good soldiers have we lost? Out in those small forsaken wastes. Every time we send a patrol out, we count ourselves lucky if even half of them come back. And now, it's my squad's turn. Chances are this will be the last you'll ever hear of me. Tell my wife that, law help me. Just tell her I love her.
That's a lot of casualties. Our medics ain't equipped for this. Not even close.
My insides. Oh, thank God. What's hotter than
It's
fire?
Barnabas.
I just threw up all over my shoes.
Why the laces are melting?
Extra special boards.
Why
I think
are
I
the
might be
laces
hallucinating. My insides.
I just threw up all over my
What's
shoes.
hotter than fire?
And the laces are
They're
melting.
on lava. They're on black
Why
plasma.
are the laces melting?
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch? Real warriors eat it right from the box. You'd make a great lower manager.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked?
You all right, officer? We saw the impact and got over here fast as we could. If there's anything we can...
We can do to part you from your bits while you're desperate? Yeah, I know your type. You go private, but then lurk in the shadows like manta wasps looking to prey on easy marks. You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot?
Oh my God.
Help? Help how? Help is then offer to contract your services to a disadvantaged party with the aim of grossly inflating your prevailing rates? Help like that? Sure, that's what you mean. If you're not even going to be honest about your intentions, how can I possibly trust your services? Now get the hell out!
I wanted to say exactly what I wanted to say. And I'm going to say yes, exactly like that. Where is this guy?
Did that blast?
You all right?
A week. You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? Help? Help how? Now that, I'll kindly ask you to leave.
Okay. So I wonder if I can go back and,
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Then why buy?
Okay, so now I'm gonna talk to him. What I'm gonna do, guys, is take a shower, get my day started, and then jump right back on this game. I'm really loving what we're doing here, having a lot of fun. But it's time for the daily rituals. I'll see you guys in just a little bit.